Hello, welcome back to the Aluminum Screen Podcast, Episode 3. I am one of the hosts, Brandon. With me, as always,
The other host, Emmett.
yes, and today we're talking about the monkey and some other news as well.
And of course, the iconic Brandon's TV corner at
Of
the
course,
end.
everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite. Should we get right into the news?
Yeah, I guess we'll get right into the news.
This news dropped literally as we were recording last week, and we just missed it. We got our first look at the Odyssey, which is kind of insane. It started filming just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Looks good. It's for anyone who doesn't know. Somehow, it's just a picture of Matt Damon in like the armor as Odysseus. It's nothing too crazy, but
Yeah, but there was a lot of people on Twitter that were like, that's not historically accurate.
yeah. Oh, the Odyssey is not historically accurate. Wait till they see the Cyclops and
They're like, they actually didn't wear broom helmets in ancient Greece.
oh, the horror. Hey, looks cool. Everything. Well, the realistic one is like no one wants to see that in a movie. It's like
looks
it's like the
bad.
first Iron Man suit. It's just
Yeah.
clunky and
Maybe they do want to see it then.
yeah. People did. A lot of people did. Famously, a lot of people did see
Yeah.
that first Iron Man movie. But I think that's all we really have to say
Yeah,
about that.
I don't
one.
think there's much to say. It's just a picture of Matt Damon, really.
Yeah,
Ben Affleck probably enjoyed it.
I'm sure. I'm sure he did.
Recently single Ben Affleck.
He's probably there with him.
Yeah.
We had two delays, not made each are 1 week, which is just kind of fun. We had the Steven Spielberg UFO movie that comes out in the summer of 2026, and the Spider-Man 4 that also comes out summer of 2026. I could have just
Yeah.
said both of them, but
Josh O'Connor's in that
yeah,
Spielberg one, right?
Josh O'Connor, Coleman Domingo, Emily Blunt, other people that I can't remember probably, but I'm really excited.
Back.
I'm so excited for it. I'm hoping it's ET 2.
No, I hope it's not.
No, it's not ET 2. And then Spider-Man 4 is
That's
July
ET.
31st, 2026. That's where ET has a better shot of showing
Yeah.
up in that, unironically. But yeah, there again, not a crazy amount to say. Just
Yeah.
keeping the people updated.
Back
quite
week.
frankly.
There was
Yeah.
also the 3 Marvel shows got.
Oh yeah,
There was which I mean I don't really care about too.
yeah. I'm cool with it.
Nova was canceled. Terror Incorporated was canceled. Strange Academy, which would have focused on Wong, was
Yeah.
canceled. That one was
Wong.
devastating to me.
Really, that's the one.
Yeah.
Wong like teaching America Chavez and like the next
I'd watched
generation.
like 26 episodes
Yeah.
of Wong fun magic show.
That's fair. I would like to see.
Like 30 minutes a week, and it's just Wong teaching like.
I think all three of these probably would have been fine. I think it's a good thing they're canceled. I'd like to see
absolutely-
the only thing that okay, Nova would have had like Annihilus, which is like big bad cosmic villain, which I think it'd be cool to set him up, but I'm hoping he's set up in something anyway. And make it a movie, because I'd rather watch a movie about
Yeah.
most of these things.
I
at
think
this
that they're
point.
also like done setting up new people in
Yeah.
Disney Plus shows
I
that nobody
agree.
watches.
Yeah, it hasn't done them
No.
too well.
Not gone well.
Terror Inc. I didn't know anything about it until news came out. I would have liked to see that. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's like a guy who like steals other people's powers.
Yeah, he like
like
attaches their body parts to himself, and then he has their powers. Like he'll rip an arm off and put it on, and then
that
he
would be
can
pretty
use it.
fun. But
And it's like I like how they're doing their like holiday things. Like every October we had a Werewolf by Night, and then we had Agatha all along. So I think it's a bit of fun.
that would have been a good like one shot thing for whatever they
Yeah.
called Werewolf by Night.
Yeah,
It's a
special presentation. I'd like to see more of those in general.
Yeah.
That would be a good
They did it for that, and then
Guardians holiday special, and then that's it. They
Yeah.
had a couple others in the works, but they never did them. I think a Silver Surfer one was in the works, but didn't do it.
that was Lady Silver Surfer, or
I don't know. It was like a while. It was like
oh,
and it was never confirmed, but this was like back before the holiday special came. People were probably because people were saying Silver Surfer was going to show up in the holiday special and then get his own special presentation. That was a rough time to be a fan.
Kevin Bacon the holiday special. Or Silver Surfer.
This is integral to the next
I heard this-
phase.
Yeah, everyone has to watch the Guardians holiday special to know what's going on.
They introduce Kang.
Yeah. Kill him off.
Not far off of Ant-Man. We got Dune Messiah starts filming this summer. Crazy.
Oh my god. I think I don't know. I think I reached nirvana when I read that news. Like the best. I was like, oh, we're gonna have to wait a couple years between because there's like a time gap between the first and second book, and then he was like working on a Cleopatra movie with Zendaya, and like 2 other movies were rumored, and then like I actually like doing this.
Yeah. The last one made almost $1 billion. I think I'll come back. I was not expecting this for a while, so when I saw this, I think there is at least year, but 2026 or 27. I feel like it's 27.
Probably. Well, they're filming it this year. It could be.
It could be
like late 26.
Yeah,
because if they're probably gonna push this one win all the awards since they're getting shut out from.
Yeah, I do think.
2.
Oh, December 2026. That's awesome. December 20, taking the like Avatar slot. That's awesome.
Put it out on Christmas.
That's gonna.
And that's 3 years in a row of Timmy on Christmas.
That's true. Oh, that's gonna
continue
do
the
super.
tradition.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have said this, but I think the reason they're not giving the Dune movies Oscars is because they like. Where it's like they did it for Lord of the Rings, and it's like here's for all of your work. But Dune Messiah is super weird.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not. I mean, I think it'll be good. I have faith, but I don't think it's gonna be as good as like Dune 2, just because of the source material. It's like impossible.
Right.
Like it's really difficult to adapt a lot of it. So if they're really banking on doing that for Denis, that's brutal.
It's not gonna work out.
So messed up.
I also think it's just silly to wait for the third of a trilogy to hand out the awards because usually I feel like the third is the worst one.
Yeah.
Like
Star Wars,
Spider-Man 3, Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think. Hang on. I think I have a list of it. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, there's so many bad. I think Return of the King is the worst Lord of the Rings one as well.
I love to see the Lord of the Rings.
I know you don't agree, but the Dark Knight trilogy, people say third one's the worst.
I
feel like the general consensus is Rises is worse than.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like, I wait for the third one if it's usually. Yeah, even not the best.
Even all the like classic horror stuff, like Halloween, really drop.
Yeah,
like that's true.
It's just silly to wait for the third one. Just reward the. I hate this about the Oscars. This is a little off topic here, but the Oscars, like Jamie Lee Curtis winning, it's the same thing. They're like hand out the award based off like a career or like years previous. No, because then the more you do that, you're screwing over more people. It's a constant cycle.
That's not how that works, brother. Give it to whoever had the best performance. Exactly. It's so simple. Oh, this is our last episode before the Oscars. We should have done predictions. I guess we can.
Yeah, we can.
I just didn't write anything.
All off the dome.
Yeah, off the dome Oscar.
We can get to that after. Yeah, maybe after the news, because I feel like we have a little disagreement with the monkey. So
definitely. Street Fighter movie got its director, March 2026 release. Didn't write down the director's name, but he hadn't done anything that I've seen. But yeah, I think it's Yatoi Sakurai.
Right.
No proof of that because I'm looking at my notes.
Correct.
But I'm pretty sure it is. But I'm excited for that. We got our first posters for The Last of Us 2. Drops April 13th. Also got the release date. Looking forward to it. Posters are like Pedro, Joel, Abby, and Ellie looking over their shoulders. Excited for that.
What do you think? Is Abby not jacked enough? Because that's another thing.
She's not jacked enough, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, like I get the thing is like Abby being jacked. It is like a thing, like out her character and how she had to. So like I get it, but like I'm just so over caring about that. Like, oh my god, the actress isn't as jacked as a video game character. Like,
yeah,
I get it, but let's move on. I don't know. It's not something we have to talk about for 4 months.
No, I think it is, and I think we should talk about it even after the show comes out.
For years, every week.
Yeah, this is a new segment we're starting on this. We're gonna talk about how Caitlin Dever, is she jacked or not? We'll check in every week, and we'll keep
That's
you updated.
a great idea. That's perfect. Speaking of checking in every week, we got new Sergeant Rock news.
Yes, Sergeant Rock is back.
Daniel Craig is out.
He's out.
He is not Sergeant Rock. And we got a picture of Luca Guadagnino wearing a DC Studio shirt, looking like he's being held at gunpoint, which I am now officially, I might think Sergeant Rock might be a real movie. That might be the last thing I needed.
He really does. In that picture, he really does look not happy at all.
He does not look happy at all.
He's like, I have to make this because nobody saw Queer and it get nominated
Yeah.
for any Oscar.
And the parent, some sources say that's why Daniel Craig stepped out.
Yeah.
Is because Queer didn't do well financially or on
Or
like
like
the
for
awards
awards.
run.
Yeah.
I don't know if I buy that personally.
I don't think that either because I don't think you sign up for
Sergeant-
Queer by Luca
Oh, yeah.
Guadagnino and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, all right, I'll do this. I'll do this Sergeant Rock movie because I'm gonna win an Oscar.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this.
exactly.
Because I don't think anybody has won an Oscar. I mean, there's been a couple nominations, like out my obvious.
Yeah.
Call Me by Your Name, but I don't know if anybody's won. I mean, Challengers was also snubbed across the board.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if
I don't.
I'm sure I'm sure Daniel Craig was like, oh, hopefully I got an Oscar, but I don't think he like based his next career move
Right.
off the idea of
I don't think that's make or break for doing Sergeant Rock.
Oh, and the new Sergeant Rock rumor has it is Jeremy Allen White.
Yes.
Quite a departure.
Stinky the
from-
Hut.
Stinky the
himself.
Hut. Yep, Stinky the Hut. He's getting all the glove shows.
That would be quite the run of back-to-back movies, being Jabba the Hutt's son and then Sergeant Rock.
That is an incredible. I think Sergeant Rock comes out first.
Well,
So,
even better.
That's awesome. But
People were like, oh, this new star from The Bear, he's so awesome. I can't wait to see what he does
been
in
in
movies.
serious roles.
Oh, he's awesome in Iron Claw. Like, I can't wait to see what he does next. Like, he's got so much. Oh, he's Sergeant Rock?
Hey, you
He's
remember
Stinky the Hut?
You remember Jabba the Hutt's son from the spin-off
No, I
Clone
don't.
Wars movie?
I don't think anyone does.
Hey, guess what? He's jacked now and played by Jeremy Allen White. Sergeant Rock himself.
Yeah.
That is quite a resume. Hey, I'm looking forward to Sergeant Rock.
Yeah.
It's gonna it's like a 1 month shoot or something. Like it's just
Yeah.
they're just doing it. They're like, hey, James Gunn, I think, just wants to like show that DC Studios is like doing things.
They make real movies.
They make real movies. They
Right.
get Luca Guadagnino
Yeah.
at gunpoint to make a Sergeant Rock
Yeah.
movie. So awesome. This is gonna be the third DCU movie.
Yeah, which everyone would have predicted.
Is it or is it before Supergirl? Are they squeezing it in before?
No, I think it's
Okay.
after Super.
I think you're right.
Supergirl's already filming.
Yeah, but I feel like in the release calendar they did put a slot, but I don't in
Could
like
be.
May and Supergirl's June.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out on probably the next Sergeant
That's
Rock
true.
update.
That's next week.
Maybe Daniel Craig dropping out has pushed it back.
That's true. It could.
See.
What a schedule. We go Superman, potentially Sergeant Rock, Supergirl, Clayface.
Yeah.
That kind of rocks.
They go like a big name and then someone you've never heard of.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you've probably heard of Clayface. Like,
I think more so than
Yeah.
Sergeant Rock.
but speaking of Clayface, they've got a director for Clayface
That's true.
now.
That's a good segue.
They've got
to
the
that.
director from Speak No Evil.
James Watkins.
Yes.
Seems good. A lot better than the imaginary guy
Yeah.
that they were throwing. Jeff Wadlow. That scared
Did you
me.
see Speak No Evil?
I still have not.
Oh,
I think
I saw it last year. I was honestly surprised. I thought I was gonna hate it because I was so sick of seeing the trailer a million times a
You
day.
hate
I've got beef with trailers, and we'll get
I
into
know.
that
Oh, I
later.
know
But
you'll be-
but I think that they just played the trailer before every single movie, no matter what
you
genre
gotta
it was.
just go
it
to
was
the
there.
movies later.
But I like going there and seeing the trailers. I like seeing the trailers, but then I'm like, well, I've seen all these, so now I'm annoyed. I don't know why. It's just a
That's
thing.
awesome.
I like getting there because it feels like more of an event when I go there, and I'm sitting through trailers, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know about that. But now,
Mm.
like, I go through this.
What movie do you not know about in a trailer?
There's been a couple.
Black Bag.
Black Bag I found out about by seeing a trailer. I mean, Snack Shack, one of my favorite
Oh,
movies of last
okay.
year, I found out because it played one time in trailers before a movie.
I am walking into the theater as the last trailer.
Oh, I know, because I'm running into you usually when I'm
Yep.
leaving
Yeah.
because it's a trailer I've seen 6 times
Yeah,
already.
you
I'm
are
like,
always
now's a good
walking.
time to go to the bathroom.
You are always walking out of the theater when I'm walking in.
Yeah, because I'm like, I got to use the bathroom before, and I've seen this trailer 80 times.
Sometimes I trip over an old lady, and then anyway, we'll leave that up to
Yeah.
interpretation. Bong Joon-ho's next live-action movie will be a horror action film set in an underground subway in Seoul. He said, "That's my life project, story I've been thinking about since 2001."
Yeah.
Awesome.
Since 2001, what do you think happened in 2001 that made him
My birth.
want to do that? Yeah. He felt something shift.
Yeah, exactly. He was like,
Like one day someone's going to make a podcast, and I got to make a movie so they can talk about it.
That's exactly it. This sounds have you seen The Host?
I want to.
The Host
But-
is like I love it. I didn't expect to love it. It's like it might be my favorite Bong Joon-ho, which I know is crazy because Parasite exists,
Really?
but I love it, and this gives me those vibes because a lot of that takes place.
Mm.
But I'm so excited. I've been binging movies for Mickey 17. Binging, I watch like one a month. But I'm super excited.
You're deep
for this.
in the Bong Joon-ho universe.
Yeah. Greta Gerwig's Narnia on Netflix.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to have eight movies.
8 movies.
Yeah.
And also will be in theaters on IMAX.
I think it being in theaters and in IMAX is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think it's getting 8 movies.
I think it's getting 8. I don't think Greta Gerwig does 8. I think she does 2 or 3.
I can see
and
that. She
which
just, like,
I hope
produces it.
because I don't know if I want her.
I don't want her tied up in that
like
forever.
20 years of her doing Narnia.
But I feel like whenever they plan out these universes and they're like, it's going to be 8 movies. It's going to be 6 movies. They never reach that.
Like Red Notice.
Like Red Notice, like Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon.
Moon's supposed to get a game.
Zack Snyder, you ask him, that man says 3 is coming.
He says a lot of things.
Oh, we actually have Zack Snyder related.
Yeah, he took a picture with James Gunn.
He did. I think it means something. They are friends.
Yeah.
Let the record show.
I heard some people say maybe that means he's going to be directing The Authority.
I think
movie,
he's directing The Authority.
which that would be cool because Watchmen was good and it's kind of similar to that.
I think he's directing either The Authority or some episodes of Land.
Mm.
Or they're getting him for something else.
My fear is that they're getting him for Batman. I can't have him do just Batman.
I would take him over Andy Muschietti.
That's like
I'm a Zack Snyder guy though. I'm not a Zack Snyder. That's like a toxic thing to say. I'm not one of those Zack Snyder guys. I just like his movie.
Yeah, you said that the DCU's doomed to fail because they won't bring Henry Cavill in.
I edited pictures of James. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said famously.
You said, why did they bin Zack Snyder when James Gunn had some dodgy tweets a couple years back?
That's exactly it. I think it's cool to get Zack Snyder to do something. I like it. I think it's fun.
Well, they've worked together.
Yeah, they're friends.
On a
They're
movie.
like famous. Yeah, they one of the Blank of the Dead.
Yeah,
Dawn of the Dead was it?
Yeah,
I actually watched that. I like. Fun fact. But I think they're obviously friends, and everyone always is like, acting like they hate each other.
It's a fake beef made up by idiots and losers on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think it's a bit of fun to get them.
I just think it's so funny that, like, to just take a picture and post it because, like, that he knew the comments were going to be like, oh, what?
James got.
How much you pay Zach to take this?
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, do you think that I would be so interested to be like a fly on the wall for them, like, discussing the online beef between
Zack Snyder seems like a cool guy. Like, by all accounts, just him in real life, he's cool. So he's probably just like freaks online. Yeah, like he seems like a good.
He's like, I don't know what they're talking about. I just want to make movies with 1 billion slow-mo shots.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if James Gunn will sneak in a slow-mo clause in the contract. He can only have like 8.
Yeah, he should.
They're negotiating right now how many slow-mo shots.
Yeah, there's only so much gray and so much slow-mo he's allowed to do.
Yeah. The Amazon has bought James Bond.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge James Bond
They kicked the Broccolis out.
Yeah, for $1 billion.
Apparently the Broccolis still own it, but they lost creative control.
Rights. That makes sense because they've been going back and forth for years.
Yeah, it was a thing a couple weeks ago where Barbara Broccoli, good old Babs Brock.
Awesome name.
He said that Amazon and MGM are basically a bunch of idiots and they don't know what they're doing.
You know what? She's right.
And
probably.
she is right because now we're going to get like 1 billion James Bond spin-off shows on Amazon Prime.
We are going to get slop on a level slop has never been.
We're going to get a James Bond Prime original movie. Like only in streaming.
Yeah, alongside like James Bond's dad's origin story.
Yeah.
What was that Batman Alfred show? Yeah, it's gonna be that, but for James Bond's butler, the origin of every technology he's ever used, every gadget.
There's gonna be 6 shows, 001 through 006.
Oh, that is 100%.
Yeah, there's gonna be so many 00 shows.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
It's gonna be rough.
They're gonna do. I guarantee Amazon at the very least is trying to get a No Way Home. Bring Daniel Craig back to life. Get Pierce Brosnan in there.
Yeah.
Get whoever else is still kicking.
The Bondiverse of madness.
Yeah. 0014.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be rough.
It is. It really is.
because after it like came out and it was reported, the only thing I saw online was people that are like, "I love James Bond. This is sucks. This is so bad. Like, it's so over."
They've been going back and forth about what to do for years, and now that they won, it's just going to be everything.
Oh, the Broccoli family got a fat paycheck.
You know what rocks though?
What?
If they get Christopher Nolan, because they're just going to be shitting
sick.
these out. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not just get cool people to do them at least?
Yeah.
And I think they're shifting towards theatrical release.
Yeah, because they realized that putting stuff in theaters is how you make money off movies.
The opposite of what Apple.
Yeah.
Now they're all in.
They're all in it.
Incredible.
Just put the gorge out.
Dump the gorge. Oh, I don't know if you care about this new Avatar: The Last Airbender show.
Right.
Awesome. Takes place after The Legend of Korra. New earthbending avatar who's a twin. 26 episodes across 2 seasons.
Big day for twins.
2D animated by the original creators of Avatar. So excited.
Pretty cool.
I'm really, really excited for this.
Yeah. I'm like kind of an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, but
nice.
I don't think I've watched the whole thing, but I would catch episodes when it was on Nickelodeon in my youth.
Such a good show. So good. People get insane about it, but it's real.
I just remember my favorite being Toph. She was blonde, thick.
Office.
But I don't know anything about this new show, so I know they're in Fortnite.
They are in Fortnite. That is true.
I have them all in Fortnite.
I also have them all in Fortnite.
I don't know why I bought them. I'm not like that big of an Avatar fan, but I was like, "Oh, it's sick!
It's
I can
so
be Toph.
sick. I
can be Zuko."
You ever finish your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man or start?
No. Haven't seen a second of it.
Oh, you should have binged it all so we could talk about it because it's really good. It's what the people want, I bet.
I saw Gwen is going to be in season 2.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, Gwen. I won't get into spoilers, but this isn't like teased that much or anything. It's just they put a tweet out, but it's Gwen is back or not back. Gwen is going to be in it, and she's Spider-Gwen, which is I don't know if I love her being Spider-Gwen. Yeah. At least in the first season, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool. Gwen's going to be there. It's kind of sidelined.
Yeah. Well, I saw a tweet after the finale came out that said Spider-Man gets 1 season before the government mandated Spider-Gwen.
That is true.
So, I mean, Gwen's popping up everywhere now.
Yeah, she is. I think I don't. I think I can say this without.
Okay.
I think they do have an interesting way to go about this. I don't think it's like that much of a crazy reach or anything. I think they kind of set it up in a background blink and you miss it thing.
Okay.
And I think with the way the last episode ends, it makes sense for her to be Spider-Gwen for well, I shouldn't say that part. It works. It works.
It makes sense.
It works. Martin Scorsese's next movie.
Yes. Yes.
Starring who?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Let's go.
In a Hawaii-based true crime mob movie.
With Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Awesome. People hate this. I
love it.
I'm watching it.
The Rock is like, I've put out too much slop. I need people to take me seriously again.
Yeah, and I think that's cool. I think especially after The Smashing Machine.
Yeah.
Like, if he's good in that.
Oh, he's going to have a crazy Oscar campaign this year. And then he's going to go off that. And you're going to see the first trailer for this movie, and it's going to say, Oscar winner Leonardo DiCaprio, Oscar nominee Emily Blunt, and Oscar nominee Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
100%. God,
that's going to be
crazy.
Insane.
I respect him being like, everything I've done sucked. Let's try. Like,
Yeah.
I have all the money I need. I don't need to do like.
He's like, everyone's saying that Dave Bautista is the best wrestler turned actor.
Yeah,
I can't have this.
That might actually be more.
I think
what
that is it.
That probably is.
I think the general consensus was like, well, Dave Bautista does like fun things.
Yeah,
He's in all
and
these
people
movies.
I would put John Cena above The Rock. I think most people would.
Yeah, I would
especially
too.
Post Peace. But The Rock does have some of the funniest moments of all time, especially when Red One came out and he put out a post about like the box office. And he's like, and the verticals on this are going to be out of this world.
Yeah, well, it was like the most watched movie
Yeah,
because it auto-played after a movie, and they only need like 5 seconds of the movie to count as a watch.
It's ridiculous.
And I also like during the Red One press where he was like, I saw this in IMAX theater, and I asked, where does Christopher Nolan sit? And I sat in his seat.
Like, wow, imagine Red One with this technology on this screen.
Yeah, or that's what it was. He saw Oppenheimer, where Christopher Nolan sits in the IMAX theater, and he was like, "Okay, we gotta put Red One on IMAX."
That's so awesome. I'm excited for this.
I'm excited for it.
I bet you $100 that in the lead up to this movie, in the marketing, The Rock has Martin Scorsese do a commercial for his
tequila?
vodka or tequila, whatever it is.
Probably.
100. That's part of his contract.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
It's either him or Leo.
Yeah, that's true. Or the whole cast at that point.
Also, Leo is on better be on a crazy run here.
Oh yeah, Paul Thomas
working
Anderson
with different directors and stuff.
Damien Chazelle, is
yeah,
that?
the Evil Knievel biopic.
I thought it was a prison thing.
That's what the report was, and then it came out a couple weeks ago, maybe at this point, that it was going to be an Evil Knievel like a stuntman biopic.
It kind of rocks.
Yeah, interesting to cast Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean he's going to be on a sick run.
Yeah, that's true.
The Paul Thomas Anderson one this year if it comes out.
Push back to last or
was it officially pushed back
to last year? Yeah.
Oh no, it came out already. I must have missed that.
I'm pretty sure it was delayed till.
I heard that, but then I looked up Battle of Bacton Cross delayed on Google, and the AI overview didn't tell me anything.
Oh well, if the AI overview,
and that's always correct.
I just shout out House of Cinema podcast. I remember them saying it got delayed.
Yeah, because
are you saying they're wrong? Are you saying Cinema Joe's wrong?
Yeah, I'm challenging Cinema Joe in the marketplace of ideas right now. I think because I heard that. Well, because I did a fantasy movie draft and I drafted it, and I heard it was delayed, and I was like, "Well, this is devastating."
It's okay. Reportedly, but hasn't been officially.
Yeah, I'm waiting until Leo or Paul come out and say it.
That's fair.
I'm still holding out hope because the whole thing is they want the IMAX screen, right? I mean, it was originally supposed to come out in August.
That is crazy.
So, I mean, if they push it back, they still could push it back and hit this year, potentially.
If
they want to hit, like, a November thing.
Yeah, I mean, this year's pretty stacked with stuff, but next year is, like... So, like, if you want to get it out, you should probably...
Exactly. I think
next summer, there's no room for it. Especially, like, a not crazy blockbuster. Got it. Next year's going to be... I'm excited, but...
What comes out next year?
Everything. Next summer is like 2 movies a week. Like it's like stress. There's just in June it's like Toy Story 5, Supergirl, Spider-Man, Avengers.
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I forgot about like Spider-Man and Avengers and the Odyssey.
It's like that's 1 month. It's gonna be. It's like how we have Fantastic Four, Superman, and Jurassic World.
The Spielberg
like
and the
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm stressed.
I mean, but this year's pretty stacked as well.
This year is stacked. We just haven't felt it.
Yeah.
It's been dire. My rankings for the year.
Oh my god, we haven't felt it because I think my best or my favorite 2025 release so far is still One of Them Days or One of Those Days.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet, but mine is Presence.
Really?
Yeah, Presence and then Companion next.
I think I have Companion.
I really like Presence. That movie is stuck with me.
Presence is fun.
I really
also finding out that the dad in Presence is Taserface in Guardians 2.
Oh my god!
Blew my mind.
I thought he was Roy from The Office almost the entire movie. I turned to my girlfriend. I was like, "That's Roy," like confidently. And then at the end, I was like, "Oh shit." Let's see. We got a couple more pieces of news here. Sifu movie based off the game. That's exciting. I don't know. There's much to say.
I'm excited for people who are excited.
Nice. That's good. Okay, 2 more pieces of news. One of these is really funny. Okay, so the Illuminati were going to appear in Captain America: Brave New World at one point, but they're now teased in the post-credit scene instead. Let's just say things are purposefully left vague in that post-credit scene for a reason, is what the director said.
Yeah, because they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
So this is fascinating to me. This, I think, is a fake question from Marvel. I think this is a plant.
Right.
Illuminati was never... I've kept up with this movie for years. Illuminati was never even, like, thrown out there in any leak or any rumor.
Yeah.
This is Marvel being like, we gotta do this. But
because they're because they shifted to Doctor Doom and they didn't have any set him up, so now they're like, well, we'll just do the Illuminati again.
Yeah, but like none of this goes to the Illuminati.
No,
he says, let's say that the post-credit scene is vague for a reason. That's because no one knows what's on.
Yeah.
That's the reason. But to say it's the Illuminati, the others. So
You think you're the only heroes defending this world?
it's so clearly
others
setting
are
up
coming.
like a incursion thing.
Yeah.
Like that's the obvious thing.
Well, you fool! That obviously was saying the Illuminati are coming.
So that is what they could be doing, the Earth 838
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness.
But like all those guys are dead.
They are, but I think like I still think we're gonna see them in something because of how they left it off. Like we have connections to like every corner of the Marvel universe. The X-Men are pissed at Earth 616 because they killed Professor X. The Inhumans are pissed because they killed Black Bolt. Monica Rambeau, like Avengers, Captain Carter, those Avengers, Fantastic Four. Like it makes sense, but this is not what this means at all. And are they doing like the way the question was asked almost makes it seem like they're doing Earth 616 Illuminati, like the mainline Illuminati, and not like a multiverse thing, which makes even less sense.
That worked. The only person that they have who's like in the like normal Illuminati lineup is like.
Yeah, they have it. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic will be there soon.
But he's Shuri, in a different universe.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think
Iron Man's
smart. Like
Reed Richards in there.
Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange.
And then you could throw in like
Black Panther's usually.
Yeah, you could throw Shuri.
I don't know.
Throw Robert Downey Jr., Doctor Doom in there.
Ooh, throw Robert Downey Jr., Black Panther in there.
Oh my God! You know who they're gonna throw in there? The leader, probably the.
Oh,
I don't want to see him again.
I'm good. I didn't want to see him again after the Incredible Hulk.
I did.
I was
not
fine.
This way though. I'd rather not. All right. Anyway, before we get into more Brave New World talk, this is the last piece of news. It's not film or TV related, but
okay.
Marvel and DC are doing their first crossover in 20 years in 2 one-shot comics. I am so excited about this.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. Well, we were just talking last week about how they're inevitably both universes will they'll do a Marvel DC movie, so they're already laying the groundwork.
Will collapse financially, and they'll do the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the fact they're working together is super exciting. I would love to see this blossom into more things.
I think it will.
Marvel versus DC NetherRealm game has been for a while.
It could happen. Injustice versus Marvel.
But yeah, there's not too much to say here. But we move on to The Monkey.
Yeah, I guess it's time.
Oh, actually, no. The Monkey is my favorite movie of the year.
Really?
Yeah, it beat out Presents. I just haven't updated.
Ooh, I didn't add it to my list. Let's see.
Didn't add it to my.
I'm curious where it would rank on my list. Check this out.
I'll say this.
Okay.
When twin brothers find a mysterious wind-up monkey, a series of outrageous deaths tear their family apart. 25 years later, the monkey begins a new killing spree, forcing the estranged brothers to confront the cursed. The iconic line from the trailer.
It's not in the movie.
I know. I was so upset.
I was devastated.
I was waiting for it. I was on the edge of my seat, and it never happened. Devastating. But I gave this movie 4 stars. Could bump it up on a rewatch to 4.5. Genuinely, this is like some of the most fun I've ever had in a movie.
Really?
I loved this.
I did not get that at all.
So much. I adored this. Go ahead. Tell them what you.
I gave it 2.5, which I was between 2.5 or 2. Because I did not really like it that much. It was 90 minutes. It felt way longer. I was there the whole time just like, okay. It wasn't as fun or funny as I wanted it to be. I thought it was going to be fun.
This movie was so
It started
funny.
off really great. Spoiler alert, there's a cameo who plays Theo James's dad.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Severance.
Yeah, Mark Severance, good old Adam Scott.
Adam Scott is there, and he's the dad, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. He's trying to sell it, and it's kind of funny because it's like, oh, we don't take kids.
Yeah, and it goes into like this super campy.
And I'm like, okay, this is kind of fun.
I'm going to burn you, you son of a whore, to the monkey, and burns him with a flamethrower. That's when I knew
and the kill in the beginning is really fun with the harpoon, and it like shoots the guy and then yanks his intestines out. And I'm like, okay, like we're in for a treat. And then nothing else like got even close to that again for the rest of the way. And I feel like this is, again, back to my beef with trailers. I'd seen this trailer so much that like all the exciting kills were in
a lot
every
of the kills
trailer.
were in the trailer. But I think there were some kills up there with that first one when she jumps into the water and explodes into a million
Right, but like
pieces.
we knew that was gonna happen from
Yeah.
the trailer, so I was like, okay, like
Yeah, but you don't see.
exploded way more.
Yeah.
But like
When the woman gets shot.
that one, I think that one might be my favorite, just because she.
So, you said this movie isn't funny. I have to
No, I
disagree.
didn't say it
Okay,
wasn't
you
funny.
said it's not as funny as you wanted.
I was
it to be.
expecting it to be like full of laughs, and it just was
This,
like
for me, full of laughs. I was crying at points. There was one bit that literally is like the hardest I've laughed at a movie in years. Where I'm laughing right now.
what is I don't even remember if I did more than like that's funny.
Oh my god, dude, I was crying. Hal, the father, he goes to his aunt's old house because she just passed away from the monkey. Oh, that was a good one too. When she ran into the mailbox, that wasn't in the trailer.
Yeah, but like you saw her face get lit up. And
Oh,
that would
yeah,
have been
but-
exciting. And then it was like, okay, I did like when she like fell through the stairs and
Yeah,
was
that
like
was
pulling
good.
the hooks out of her.
That was good. Should we just spoil this? Should we just say spoilers?
Yeah, we could
okay,
spoil
just
it.
spoilers for this
It's-
whole thing. There's not a lot to
If
talk
you haven't
about.
seen the monkey,
But
maybe see it or just watch the
Definitely see
trailer.
it.
You'll get the vibe.
oh, see it for sure. The oh my god, so Hal is the father, one of the Theo Jameses,
Mhm.
and he went to his aunt's house after she passed away to move it, and he had previously told his son that he didn't have any siblings. And the realtor woman walks up and she's like,
Mentions his brother like
yeah,
5
4
times
times in a row.
explicitly.
She's like, "Oh, your brother mentioned," and he's like, "Yeah," kind of like looking to his side, and then she was like, "Yeah, well, your brother who I talked to," and then the last one, she's like, "Well, you do have a brother," and I was losing it. That was so funny.
I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
That's so funny.
It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't hit for me. I guess.
Oh, and then there's another point which isn't what actually happened, but it had me cracking up. So one of the like reveals of the movie is that the other Theo James is evil, and he's like purposefully using the monkey, and it's established early on in the movie that he doesn't want to take the suit off funeral when he was a child. So when we learn that he's grown up now and evil, they cut to him wearing that suit from when he was a kid.
Right. He like reworked it.
He reworked it, but I thought the reveal was gonna be he never took the suit off, and it's like he's grown around to
Yeah.
the suit.
That would have been
So I
funny.
was a little upset that he like was normal for a second, but
I did like the like Eddie Munson ripoff character they had, where you never saw his eyes.
oh my
the whole
god, Corey
time.
Cunningham from Halloween Ends.
Sure. That's true.
He was awesome. That was a good kill too. With
No,
the
that
wasps.
was a good kill. That probably was.
Oh my god, and evil Theo James, that was a good kill. Come on, with the ball that said Lois, because when Hal was a kid, he wanted to hit him
Yeah, I know.
with
I was
it.
like, oh, I remember that.
Oh, dude, I love this movie.
I
I
could
really
tell.
do.
I
I
could
really
tell.
do.
I'm sorry. I wish I liked it more. I
No,
wanted to
it's-
like it.
Hey, man, it's not your fault.
I wanted to like it.
That didn't happen. Jesus Christ.
That was the monkey.
Yeah, that was a monkey. So there's one point where the monkey just starts like slamming. Fun fact: supposed to have symbols. Disney trademarked
Yeah,
that
for, like,
Toy
Toy
Story
Story.
3. Ridiculous. Also, don't know if that's true.
I didn't know how. No, yeah, Oz Perkins said that.
Oh, he
They were
did.
gonna do it, but
they
they
have,
couldn't
like-
because
So does that mean like Activision paid Call of Duty?
I guess that's different. 'Cause,
Oh.
like, well, ours isn't a toy; it's a grenade, so you can't sue it.
Oh, there's a really great montage of the brother seeing the monkey everywhere. He gets a fortune cookie and he's like at a strip club and the monkey's face is on the stripper.
Again, that was in the trailer though. All the good
Oh, I
moments
don't remember
from
that
this movie,
from the trailer.
I saw them 16 times before I saw the
Hey man,
movies.
you got to stop watching trailers.
That's not my fault.
Yeah.
They shouldn't ruin the whole
Stop
movie.
going
by putting it in
early.
the trailer. No.
What time do you get to the theater?
I get there? So, like for the monkey, for example, I didn't get there actually super early. I left a little bit later. Movie was at 3. I saw it.
Mhm.
And I got there, I think 30ish,
God,
40.
You got to the theater at 2:40?
No, I'm lying. No, I'm not. I think it was like
You got
2:40.
to the theater at
No. It was like
2:40?
2:50. Yeah, I get there like a little. I like to get there a little bit before the showtime.
That is crazy
It's not
work.
crazy.
I went to see the monkey at 7. I left my house at 6:50.
That's crazy.
That is, and then I got there and still watched 2 trailers. I'm leaving around the showtime.
No, I
That is,
can't do that.
Brent, you cannot complain about trailers when you're getting there
I
30
absolutely
minutes
can.
early. You're
I
getting
can
there
complain about
30
trailers.
minutes early.
They shouldn't spoil the whole movie and put all the good bits
Well,
in
when
the
you
trailer.
watch the trailer 43 times, then you can piece stuff
A
together.
good trailer stands up.
Oh my god.
A good trailer, I should be able to watch it as many times as I want and still enjoy
I
the
think
movie.
your beef is with this movie's trailer and not the movie.
Yes, it is, but
Well,
that's part
you
of the
can't-
movie.
No, it's not part
It
of the
is.
movie. It's
They
not.
chose to market it by putting all the good kills in and
They didn't put
some of the
all
funniest
good
moments.
kills in.
There was like 2 kills in it that weren't in the trailer.
There
There was
was
the bees and
the
first one.
intestines. No, Theo
and
James.
the fence post.
There is hundreds at one point. Those aren't in the trailer.
Those don't count because
planes
you don't
going
see
down.
any of them. You
There's
just see a plane crash in the distance.
Yeah, but you get the vibe. Evil Theo James, that kill's not in. The ants kill, that's not in. The great bit where they're like, what happens if we wind it up again? And it's a hard cut to Osgood Perkins' character's funeral, the uncle's
that
funeral.
was a good bit.
That was
Oh, actually, I think my favorite joke, I guess, and they're going through their dad's stuff when they're kids. Also, before we get to that, another beef with it. There's way too much of the kid. I've spent like the first half hour, 40 minutes of this 90-minute movie being like, where's Theo James?
Yeah, but I
all
like
the
that
marketing-
stuff.
Like, I want to see
Oh,
Theo
so
James.
the trailer didn't. So now the beef is the trailer didn't show enough to get
No,
you.
because they showed all the kills from Theo James's time, and I was like, well, where's the rest
The
of
mom's
it?
kill isn't in the trailer.
That wasn't like that
The
exciting.
babysitter's kill isn't in the trailer.
Babysitter's kill was pretty good.
I'm just saying. There's a lot.
No,
of
there was
kills not in the
definitely
trailer.
some kills, but I mean, like, I don't know. I was expecting like a whole bunch of gore based off the trailer, and then all the gory kills were in the trailer. So, I mean, I was expecting like, oh, like a funny like gore fest, and then it wasn't that. It was
That's
just
exactly what it is.
I disagree.
Ugh.
But what was I gonna say just before I got distracted?
Trailer. Oh, too much kid.
Too much kid, way too much. But the funniest bit I thought was when he was a kid and they were going through their stuff, and the mean cool brother was like, he found the like cards, and it had like a half naked lady on it, and he goes, "Don't come to our room." I was like, "That's pretty."
Yeah.
Kid's gonna do something nasty with the cards.
And then the mom mentions a crusty sock later.
Yeah, she's like, "I don't go in your room anymore because I found that stiff sock." And he's just like, "Oh."
Another great bit at the end where the two brothers make up and they do this like sappy music going in for a handshake, and the douchey brother just keeps putting his hand back over his hair, and they do it 3 times with the music cue coming in every time.
That irritated me beyond
Oh
belief.
my god!
Because I was like, he puts his hand out, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna do the thing that he did
That's
when they were
the
kids.
joke.
I know, but I was like, oh, okay, he did it.
You
And I was
hate
like, and he's gonna do
fun.
it again. Did it again.
You just
Like,
hate
okay.
fun.
And I was like, rule of thirds. Here's now this the third time they're actually gonna. They did that. I don't hate fun.
You hate
I just,
fun.
I hate predictable fun.
The whole point of that joke is he does it so many times.
I know, but you're supposed to be like. I feel like the joke works if you're like investing. You're like, oh, this is a great coming together moment, and then he does it, and you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. That's funny. But I'm like, well, I saw that coming because you like made a point of him doing that. He was a kid, and I was like, that's a weird thing.
It's so funny.
I don't know.
Counterpoint, it's fun.
Counterpoint, it's fun if it just depends on your vibe. Your mileage varies, I guess.
I like the Corey Cunningham character. He has like this police costume that's so clearly not his. And at one point, he's like, "You're not really a real cop." And he's like, "No, I'm not a real cop."
Like, of course I'm
like
not.
you would believe that?
I liked when he was scratching his head with the gun. He goes,
Yeah, that was
"Cop
funny.
out there is
As
so itchy."
as the monkey's whining, so you know something's about to happen. I actually found some of the father-son stuff. I found it a little moving.
I found it really annoying.
Oh my god!
Because I was like, okay, well, let me get this straight. I know this is like a movie where you're supposed to be like, well, it's kind of silly and goofy. You're not supposed to take it seriously. Right. But also, so this guy's like, I can't be near any family and friends for the rest of my life because I don't want anything bad to happen. Then he has a kid. So
Well,
how
he
do you
clearly
manage
didn't-
that?
He clearly didn't do it on.
But like, how do you get close enough to somebody to be able to make a kid?
He never said he wouldn't do like a one night stand. I
But
mean,
like, if you don't want to take the risk of getting close to anybody, I feel like you'd be like, no, you take a vow of celibacy.
he's still a human.
Barely. Barely.
He.
Oh, I will say though, Prime Theo James, the glasses one.
Oh yeah.
Hal. I did like I wish that we got more of his manager at the store.
Yes.
I thought he was pretty funny. And I liked his kill was pretty good too, where the vape somehow got, I don't remember how, but it gets in his throat. It's like
the whole movie, every time someone talks to him, he just goes, Theo James is like, yeah, I have a kid. I only see him once a week.
and is your ex-wife a bitch?
Yeah. And then he inhales the vape juice thing somehow.
Yeah.
He goes, as he's dying.
And he's like, I only want to see my kid once a year. And then he's shocked when the like stepdad, Elijah Wood, who should have been in more of the movie.
Yeah, I was surprised he was there.
He's only in one scene.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it. But like, what he's shocked when the stepdad's like, I'm gonna adopt him. I raise him 360 days of the year. Like, you see him once a year, and he's like, what? But I want to be in his life. Why? It just irritated me so much, and I was like, oh, I get it. It's about generational trauma.
Yeah. That's
The
what like
whole
every
time.
horror movie is.
I
this
know.
year.
I'm sick of it.
It's been
sick
a lot.
of it.
It has been a lot.
Like, we get it.
Yeah, but it's fun. Ever think about that?
I thought about it, and I didn't agree.
Did you say for the post credits?
No.
Oh,
I got out of there.
It's just a teaser for Osgood Perkins' next movie, Keeper, also starring Titania Maslany.
That's exciting. Is this one also about generational trauma?
Could be.
Probably.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's like
Women with generational trauma.
women with generational trauma.
Like Long Legs too.
What else is there to say about? No, I have more actual notes.
I think what else there is to say about the monkey. That's basically it.
Some of the most fun I've ever had in my life.
I really can't believe that.
Dude, my theater was going crazy. That's so
I had
fun.
a total opposite theater experience.
Okay, so that's why you're a hater. 'cause
No,
you
that's
didn't
not
have
why.
fun. You didn't have fun in Whimsy.
No, I was excited to see this. Like, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so fun and whimsical. I can't wait. And then it wasn't. My theater, nobody else was feeling the fun and whimsy. They all were kind of like, meh. And then the only time somebody reacted in the audience was, I don't remember exactly what happened, but something happened. One guy, like the row in front of me, oh shit. And that was it. That was, I think, the hardest I laughed during the movie. I was like, that guy's really taken aback by the kill. Yeah,
I like the priest at the. Oh my god!
the priest pissed me off.
It's funny. He's
It
so
was funny. I agree. It was funny when I saw it in the trailer the first time.
Oh my god, that was like 2 seconds of the whole scene.
I know, but then it went on for way too long.
Cause it's funny.
It wasn't that funny.
Did you
to
like
go
Long
on.
Legs?
I liked Long Legs way more than the monkey.
Well, yeah, me.
I also would argue that Long Legs was funnier.
I think Long Legs was in like my top, maybe top 10.
I don't think it was that high for me, but I think I definitely, like, if I had to pick right now to watch one, I'd pick.
I'd probably pick Long Legs.
I think I laughed way more at Long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
because
Long
Nick
Legs
Cage
is funny.
there, and I'm like, oh, this is great.
Long Legs is very funny,
It is.
but the monkey is funnier.
I mean, I'm being hyperbolic. I think the monkey probably is funnier, but I'm just hating on this movie. I don't know why. It's not like the worst movie.
I'm just really glad. Like when the first teaser came out and like the first talk about it, it seemed like it was going to be more like a genuine horror movie, not like a horror movie. I'm just really glad this is. I don't want like this gritty thing about a monkey toy that kills. The way like it's just silly. It doesn't really make a ton of sense, but it's fun and it's gory, and I had a good time.
I was excited when I found out it was gonna be a horror comedy. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a fun time at the movies.
Back when you had joy.
I still have joy and whimsy, just not from this movie. I'll have to find something else to give me joy.
I guess
Maybe
so.
Paddington in Peru.
Oh, that's true.
Gotta watch Paddington.
Me too.
Watch
That's a-
Paddington 1, though. I was crying like a baby.
It's a great
What a
film.
film.
That really is.
Love that bear.
He's a good bear. Him and his
That
marmalade.
bear's way better than that stupid monkey.
Oh my god. Better not be talking about Robbie Williams movie. You hate monkeys. That's what
I
it
do
is.
not hate monkeys.
You
I
hate
do not hate
monkeys.
monkeys because
You hate
no,
monkeys.
no. Caesar is a hero to me.
Okay, you like one monkey.
He's not a monkey. He's an ape.
Okay, so you don't like monkeys.
Well, Robbie Williams was also an ape.
Oh my. You don't like.
You're actually racist towards monkeys.
No,
you
you
think
don't
apes
like-
and monkeys are the same.
You don't like monkeys or apes.
I have no problem with. Well, first of all, let's get one thing straight. This was no damn monkey. This was a toy.
A toy what?
A demon
Hey, a toy what? Hey, a toy what?
A toy monkey drummer.
Oh, what was
A
that other
fake
word? What
monkey.
was that word?
A fake monkey.
Yeah.
You're throwing out all the context. This is not a real life monkey.
I never said he was. I'm saying you hate monkeys.
But I don't hate
You
monkeys.
hate
I
Robbie
hate.
Williams.
No.
Another
Well,
fun,
maybe.
whimsical, one of the best of last year. You
Wrong. One of
No.
the best of last year.
one of the best of last year.
One of the best what? Monkey biopic movies?
One of the
then
best
maybe.
films of last year. You're wrong.
No.
You're wrong.
I'm not.
You're wrong.
I don't think I am.
You're wrong.
I wanted to like that movie too.
Oh, I'm sure you did. And then you saw the monkey, and all of a sudden you didn't.
No, I was excited. I was like, because I love Greatest Showman. I was like, it's the same director. Let's go. I think that the idea of doing a biopic with a monkey is kind of funny and silly. Let's do it. And then it was like, oh, generational trauma.
Oh,
That's
my
the issue.
God.
I'm tired of these movies with monkeys
Oh
and
my
apes experiencing generational
God.
trauma. I'm over it. I'm over it.
It's good. It's
No, because the rock DJ part goes, and I'm like, this
Oh.
is one of the coolest sequences I've ever seen in a film in ages. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And then they never get half as good as
oh,
that
the
again.
dance with him and his wife is very good.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm like, you're on a boat.
Yes, it is. That is the end of that movie. Is some of the hardest I've cried
Really?
at a movie. Yes,
I was
it
like,
was
wow,
a puddle.
this sucks. Why is he forgiving his dad?
Oh my God, he can forgive his dad if he can forgive his dad.
no, he shouldn't.
He has every right.
I don't think he does.
He does.
His dad is like,
Sorry, Robbie Williams. Brandon said you can't forgive your dad.
Take notes, Robbie.
When they're singing, spoiler alert for Better Man. When
Don't
they're
worry,
singing,
nobody's seen it.
No, it's doing well now on VOD.
I'm sure. Robbie's buying it himself a lot.
when they're singing at the end, Robbie and his dad, and it cuts to him as a little monkey, a little baby monkey singing with his dad. Oh, I'm gonna cry just talking about it.
You're making me
Oh
pissed
my
off all over
God.
again. When I was watching that, I was
Ugh.
like, why are you inviting this garbage person on
Oh
stage?
my
This guy
God.
did nothing but mess you up your whole life.
Robbie isn't perfect either. He's trying to accept
Yeah, he's
that
not
about
perfect because his
himself.
dad messed him up
Exactly,
so bad.
and he's trying.
And he's like, I forgive you, Dad, for walking out on our family and like ruining my life, basically.
Yeah, but it's.
But I'm
nice.
like, the dad
It's a
didn't do
nice
anything
bit.
to earn forgiveness. He just said, "Oh, mate, sorry, I really fucked that up, didn't I?"
Yeah, nice little bit.
He said, "Sorry for ruining my life for 30 some odd years
it's
now."
a nice bit.
It's not that nice because
It's nice.
was-
He can accept an apology.
he can accept an apology. He got half an apology,
Oh my
maybe.
It's not.
He didn't get an apology, and his dad just was like,
I'm gonna rewatch Better
"Okay,
tonight,
you can rewatch it."
tomorrow.
I never want to see that movie ever again.
It is a beautiful film. I
Sure,
give it-
it's got a beautiful sequence
I
in
think
it.
that's in my top 15 of last year as well. 4.5 stars.
I think that was towards the bottom of my last year.
Podcast over. Better Man. We made it 3 episodes in, and then Better Man tore us apart.
Hey, you're letting Robbie Williams win.
No.
That's another thing. For the next 2 hours, your ass is mine. Skipping around playing music you hear in Target.
What?
He's playing boring pop music, and he's acting like he's this like crazy savage guy.
Oh my. What? That is such a nothing. What?
I'm just
he's-
saying.
That I can't. I don't even know.
It's a musical where
That's
I didn't
just a
enjoy
crazy-
almost any of the songs.
Oh my God. That's a skill. I don't know what this.
It's not a skill. It is a skill issue for that damn monkey.
No, you just. Oh, I don't even know what to say about that. What? It's his songs.
I know.
You want him to go play someone else's?
They made a $200 million movie about a guy who makes boring music.
Oh my God, that's what this is all about. You don't need to know his music. I didn't know.
I don't think I need to know.
I didn't even know Robbie Williams was a person until the movie.
I didn't need to know his music. I needed to be like, oh, I like this song.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just not for you.
It clearly was not.
So,
and then they throw in generational trauma on top of boring music.
You gotta there's. This is
I'm
all
bored of generational
This is all coming back to a very the core of the issue.
The core of the issue is they made a movie about something that they've made 10 million movies about.
It's a biopic. It's his life. He had generational trauma.
His life was not exciting enough for a biopic.
That's why they made him a monkey.
I know, but then after like 15 minutes, I was like,
sequences.
after like 15, 20 minutes, my brain just accepted, okay, this is a guy.
That's what's beautiful about it. You forget he's a monkey.
I know, but then I'm like, okay, now I'm just watching a boring movie.
Oh
my brain forgets he's a monkey, and I'm like, I'm just watching a movie starring a boring guy who makes boring music.
We're moving on. We're moving on. Brandon's TV corner.
Go. Speaking
or was
of
there
monkeys,
something else we were gonna put in between?
Oscar stuff.
Oh yeah.
We could chuck that after TV corner.
Let's check.
Because I've got a great segue here that I just
I'm gonna pull up the.
Speaking of monkeys, there's a lot of monkeys in season 3 of White Lotus.
Oh, that's good.
Which brings us to the TV corner.
That's good.
White Lotus season 3 episode 2 came out 2 days ago now.
I watched both episodes between last week and this week.
What are your thoughts?
Good.
Yeah. Who's your fave?
Are we doing spoilers just for?
Yeah, spoilers. If you're not caught up on the 2 episodes of season 3 or season 1 and 2 of White Lotus,
skip ahead for Oscars or.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I like it a lot so far. I don't feel. I really don't like most of the, which I know is a point, but especially the family, like with Parker Posey and Pat.
I love the family.
I don't like any time they're on screen.
What?
I don't like it. I know that's the point, but I really. First off, Parker Posey, that voice.
It's awesome.
Horrendous.
It's awesome.
I respect how campy it is, like just in the sense that that's a terrible accent.
It's a terrible accent because she's so like drugged up.
I know, it's just her voice is driving me crazy, and the way she put so much.
It's so awesome.
We're at a resort. Like she goes on forever. Half the runtime is just her finishing a word.
Like, is it alright if I take this? I gotta take drugs to relax myself to get a massage.
Yeah. And then Patrick Schwarzenegger, freak. I don't like him. Saxon. Oh, I need him dead. I don't like him at all.
Dude, and his mom eats it up.
His mom's a freak. Yeah, she's laughing. He says the craziest thing you've ever heard in your life. And Parker Posey's like, ha, 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 oh, Saxon.
I mean, the fact that the introduction to Saxon is he's like, yo, our sister, I don't know if you've noticed it, but she's so hot.
She's so hot, but she's a virgin. Sex. Like, what are we doing? And then she's the only one in that family that I guess I like the other brother too.
I don't like the other brother.
I think he has good intentions.
I was thinking this actually watching episode 2 last night. I was like, they did a great job casting it. The actress did a great job. Son of the Rhino actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I hope he makes a rhino noise. But I was like, they did a great job because this guy really does look like a little loser freak.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's killing.
I like him. I think he means well. I
think he's so negatively influenced by Saxon.
Yeah. But I think he can be good. I think he's just got to kind of stick more with his sister. Well,
his sister and his brother are fighting for custody over his soul.
Yeah, and there's like weird.
Saxon's winning.
Weird incest undertones.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Lots of it.
In between, like, not just the siblings.
Where his brother's like, watch porn.
Yeah. Saxon is such a freak. Here's my theory, right? Saxon's a virgin. That's what this is all about. And he's super insecure about it. And he's a fucking freak.
Could be.
He's like, oh, I didn't get a happy ending. And Parker Posey's like, ha ha ha. Oh, Saxon. Shut up, all of you. I need them dead and gone.
No.
Except for the sister and brother. Yeah, Jason Isaacs, get out of here too.
Yeah, he's in some trouble.
He's in some trouble.
And he called his business partner, who was Kiwi Kwan.
Yes. Oh my God, I did the Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah,
point.
I did too.
I recognized that voice anywhere.
I was like, oh.
The second he started talking, I was like, no way. You think we see him, or you think he's a voice?
I think it's going to be voice only, because I think
I
last
agree.
season Laura Dern did a voice only.
Oh, that's fun.
So I think that. Also, I think that's the only way that we wouldn't have known that Kiwi Kwan was going to be in it.
Yeah.
I feel like if he was in Thailand, he would have been
Yeah,
spotted and it would have got out. But
And
they
it's
could have
not
just
like-
had him record lines.
Yeah. And it's not like we ever see outside of the. It's not like we're gonna cut to like.
I think we are going to see outside the resort.
Yeah. Do
this
we
year.
in the last
Yeah.
2 seasons? Outside of
We
like,
don't. We
them
see
leaving
the
the
family
resort?
go on like the Sopranos
Yeah.
tour in season 2 and stuff. We get a little bit of it in season 2. Season 1 they weren't able to, because when they were filming it, it was like during COVID
Oh,
times.
okay.
So that's why it was
interesting.
restricted. And I mean, Mike White has said that he's going to try and push
Oh,
himself
cool.
and push boundaries in this one. And I think that we are, because I think Walton Goggins, my man, who's shredded, by
He
the
is.
way.
He's great. And I
He
gotta
was-
say, episode 1, I was kind of like,
Yeah.
why? Like, I don't like why put Walton Goggins in this role just because I want him to be like fun and like.
Yeah.
But I actually found myself
He's
liking the
awesome.
two of them together.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, I didn't.
The looks they're giving at the dinner with
Yeah.
the artist formerly known as Greg.
Yeah. It's Gary. He
Yeah,
really,
he
he
goes
really
by
changed
Gary
up his
now.
name this time.
Yeah.
And what's
that to me reeks of he was at like the whatever it's called where you go to a different country. What's that?
airport?
Customs.
Oh, custom.
I've never been out of the country, so I don't know. I know what an airport is.
The look on my face.
The part of the airport where you're going to a new country. Airport. No, when he's in customs, they were like, "So what's your name?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Gary."
That's exactly.
Now they'll
it.
never catch me.
And what's her name is onto him a little. Not yet onto him, but she like recognized
Yeah.
him, and she's kind of like, "Where do I know that guy?"
She was in season 1.
Which
and we see in the sneak peek that she goes
Ooh.
up to him and goes, "Don't I know you?"
that's huge.
I wanted her to do it
Which
last episode, but
This proves a very popular theory that this was a prequel
Prequel?
to season 1.
I thought that was stupid.
Yeah, I could.
There were
see-
some dumb theories after episode 1,
Dude, there's always
and I
some-
couldn't talk about them because I hadn't seen it,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
going to talk about them
All
now.
right.
The other dumbest one that I saw was Carrie Coon's character, who I forget her name, but she's in the blonde
Is it Laura?
squad. Lori.
Oh, nice. I
I think it's Lori.
Oh, I have a lot of thoughts about them too.
Oh, they're awesome. They're the
They're-
best part.
No, every time they're on screen, I also want to die.
No, I love it. I'm like, yeah, they hate each other.
It is awesome. They just so clearly
As
hate each
soon
other.
as
It's
one
fun.
leaves,
It's
the
pretty
other
fun,
two are
yeah.
like, "You're about that?"
But they start nice. They're like,
Yeah.
wow, but
Oh, she looks great, but
Yeah.
she looks tired.
and then they ease into the shit talk, and they're like, but what about that worse? And then it's like, and her daughter's like beating people up, and they're like, yeah, and she's actually ugly too.
yeah. Well, speaking of her daughter, there was a theory after episode 1 that her daughter was going to be Portia from season 2.
Oh, I think
And-
she's too old.
And yeah, it made no sense. The connection was they had a similar haircut, and she said she had a daughter.
That's awesome.
That was the only connection there.
That's so awesome.
And because I saw a TikTok of someone saying that, and then someone commented on it, and they were like, "This is stupid. Like, what are you talking about? There's no way. Like, what's the connection?"
But
and
what
then
if-
and then they responded. They're like, "Well, White Lotus has trained us to look for these Easter."
Same haircut.
I'm like, "There's
Easter
no Easter egg. There's just two ladies with
I-
a generic haircut."
I do feel like there's going to be more connections than we know.
I
at
don't
least
think
one
there
or
will
two.
be. I think the
Yeah?
only
You
connection
think
is going to
Greg?
be the spa lady and the Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
Because I mean, in season 2, we only really had like Jennifer Coolidge's character and
Yeah.
Greg as well, but
I think
Fred
season one-
Hashinger,
Yeah, I don't know how or why. I'm just.
I don't know how he'd get. Maybe
I know.
he's
I
just
don't know
on
how
the
I'd get
beach
there either. I just
doing it again.
throwing it out there. What do you think is going on with Walton Goggins?
I don't know. There was a theory as well after episode 1 that he was trying to hunt, like the guy he's trying to hunt down is his dad,
Hmm.
which I mean still could be true. He could have been lying
Yeah.
to the therapist lady.
That was my first thought in the first episode. All on edge, and he's like, "Oh, this person's not here." Like I was,
Right.
"Oh, he's a hitman."
But he also did say that his dad was murdered, so there is.
Hmm.
I'm thinking maybe he's trying to hunt him down because that guy killed his dad.
Yeah.
I don't know, but in the sneak peek, he could be lying, but he's talking to the owner woman,
He seems
and
to have
he
some
said he's in
tie.
the entertainment industry. Unsure. I'm also very curious how he met Amy Lou.
Yeah. I'm guessing through sugar.
That's what I thought. But then when he's like when he says that Greg's new lady is clearly a prostitute, he's not like. I would have thought that one of them would have been like, "Well, that's how you met me, so why is that so wrong?" And there was no real mention of it.
Different.
Just so curious because I'm like, how does this happen?
I can't believe I like them.
I love them. I think they're the best. Well, they're the second best behind Mook and Guy Talk.
Oh, that broke my heart.
Oh,
and so there was like this big robbery.
Yes,
she's in on it, right?
Mook?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Mook, and then the other guy that was stopping the gate. He's definitely in.
Yeah, the Russian guy.
Yeah, he was just hanging out there with the gate open.
I think he might be in on it, or other theory.
He has to be.
Or the Russian guy is gay and he was hitting on Guy Talk sincerely, and then Carrie Coon's character is going to try and get with him, not realizing that
interesting
he would not be interested in her.
Interesting. I think Mook's in on it.
I don't think so, man. I hope not.
I hope not.
Because I'm deep in the bag for Mook and Guy Talk. Every time they're on the screen, I'm kicking my feet.
Yeah, but she was like, "Don't be weird." He was being a little.
He was
weird.
being
he
weird.
Was pushing
he was
it a
like,
little bit.
"Yo, we should get married because we were born in the same town.
We should have a date every night."
Yeah.
When she didn't even say yes to one night.
He's like, "We haven't even been on a date yet," and he goes, "Well, we'll just do that every day."
Yeah, that was.
That's a little crazy.
That was brutal.
But I'm a big Mook fan because Blackpink, they're in your area. She's Lisa from Blackpink.
And
K-pop group. One of the biggest female K-pop groups in the world.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a bit of fun.
This is her first time acting.
Did look a little familiar.
Yeah.
I've seen her.
Probably seen her in your area. That's what they say in a lot of their
stuff. Oh, okay. I was like, does she live
Blackpink
near
in
us?
Your area.
Does she live near us?
No, I don't think so. Maybe though. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Not sure where she lives. Yeah, I'm excited for this season though.
I'm liking it. Again,
off to a pretty good start.
I need that whole family gone.
I love the family.
It's not even like I know I'm supposed to not like these people.
Yeah.
Patrick Schwarzenegger and Parker Posey, like it's not even it's outside of the character. Like I see them and I get that fucking smile he does. Oh my god.
I know. I was watching it with my girlfriend and she was like, I see his face and I just hate it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he just looks annoying.
And he's always just like checking everyone out.
Yeah. It's a numbers game.
I can't stand
the numbers game, Lockie.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's never had sex, and Lachlan is gonna this.
Well, here's another thing. I think that there's a chance that Saxon, while Rick Walton Goggins' character is out in Bangkok, I think there's a chance that Saxon and Amy Lou Wood's character might get it on. Because they had a little bit of a beef, but we could have a little enemies to lovers thing. Or he's just going to end up having sex with this. Or try to. Or his mom. Or any
I see his
family,
mom.
really.
That's going to happen, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, White Lotus has already crossed the incest bridge last season.
Yeah, but were they actually related?
I actually don't know, but I mean.
I feel like it was a cover-up.
Maybe.
But I think they're going to incredibly. I don't know if they'll like go all the way, but I think Saxon is going to try. At the very least, maybe with everybody in his family.
I think so. It's a numbers game at the end of the day.
That's true. I think he's gonna end up with one of the three blonde.
Think so.
At some point. But like, what does that mean? Good show.
It's great.
We also had a new episode of Severance.
Yes, new episode of Severance.
If we get into that, I'm gonna talk.
Yeah.
But
new episode of Severance. Severance good.
Severance great. Bert is a fucking snake.
Yeah, you were right.
Bert is a snake.
You were right.
I can't believe it. And it's so sinister. Every shot of him has this fire in the background as he's talking about hell. He's in on it. He has something to do with the Severance chips. He probably invented it. He did something so bad that both him and his husband are convinced he's going to hell. What did he do? Probably create the Severance chips.
See, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, is this like that?
But the husband doesn't. The husband's convinced, actually. And he was talking to the pastor.
I was watching with my off, I guess. What I was thinking.
And he fucking set my boy Irv up, but I think Irv's onto him. I think he knows.
So
this man knew Helly was an Egan. He's so
but
good
this is
at
a different guy.
Yeah, but he's the same guy.
He is the same.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
You know what? You ready for this? Still think there's a chance Irv reintegrated. I don't think it's as likely. At one point I was convinced.
I'm not buying it.
I don't think it's as likely. I think there's a shot.
Not
I
buying
think
it.
there's a shot.
I'm very excited to see Mark more. Oh,
Me too, but
next
I'm also
episode.
scared.
Yeah,
Like he's gonna be a dick.
yeah, but he already is.
I know, but any Mark, nice. Him and Helly have me like kicking my feet. I love
Nah.
Helena going to see him at the restaurant.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. And then what's up with this Hannah nonsense? Who's
Yeah.
Hannah?
I think.
Or was she testing him to see if he?
Yeah, I think it might have been a little bit of a test to see if he's inside. Right. What happened? Because any Mark wouldn't know her name. Or I think she was just like I don't know that much about you. Like a way
Trying
to
to play it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But some people think it's like Miss Casey's first name. I don't think it's that deep, but
Yeah.
yeah, Helena's just like obsessed with Mark, which I think is fun. Could push her towards reintegration. I think end of the season, everyone's reintegrated. Yeah. They're setting
know.
Dylan up a little already.
I like that Dylan is like cheating. He's making his
Yeah.
wife cheat on himself with
yeah,
him.
very interesting.
That's
just
awesome.
that whole thing. And
Yeah.
so I think what they're doing there, every time you mention everything, oh my God, here's an hour of what I think is happening. I think they're like grooming Dylan to take over his. And I think that might be what Milchick did.
That'd be
And
sick.
maybe Kobe.
Yeah.
Because Milchick, he's doing his whole thing. But he's trying to like change himself and he kind of does like a break room thing on himself.
Right.
Looking in and he just keeps repeating
Yeah. After he
the
practiced
paper clips. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, that redemption arc is going to be it's coming.
Oh, I
It's
love
coming.
Seth.
I love Seth. And I think this is so dumb, but this is the thing that makes me believe the Innie to Audi theory for him and Cobell the most is he has a motor. And he's such like an organized guy. That just screams to me like Innie being like, when I get out, I'm gonna like it just doesn't really fit with anything else in his character.
He's just a cool guy.
And I think
I think he just rocks.
And Bert,
He's got a sick leather jacket.
back to Bert, he had a
Back to Bert.
pineapple in his
Winger.
I mean, yeah, actually, he kind of is.
Accidental swinger.
But I think, okay. So Bert, right?
Uh-huh.
He has something to do with Lumen. Pretty clear. But Fields is like, I think Innies deserve love. What if they reactivate Chip somehow to bring the Innies out? So Innie, Bert, and Irving. Well, then the question is I think he is. But I think he
is, but I don't know.
I think he is just because that's like the whole heaven thing,
Right.
which I think is interesting. Like,
I think he is severed.
I think so too.
Gotta be.
But
Bert wouldn't lie.
I think, yeah, that's true. Dylan was right. He's a fuck. That's
Yeah.
all he says in season 1. Great show, man.
And Dylan is awesome.
Mark's like dead.
No, he's just chilling.
Yeah, he's fine. He got brain surgery in his garage.
Yeah, and he's like, oh dang, I hooked up with Helena
Yeah.
Egan.
Crazy. So now he
That
knows.
is crazy. He's like, I'm gonna reintegrate so I can like learn more about my dead wife that I love so much.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up and it's like, oh, I've cheated on my wife who's not dead.
Yeah. I'm excited to see more Innie Mark and Audi Mark, just in general. But
Yeah.
Innie Mark is. Oh, I still can't believe they're doing reintegration. So, love it.
Yeah, it's like quick
It
too.
really is. And they're gonna reintegrate Irv. Ready? Putting this out there.
All right.
There's a scene with Ragabi and Mark, and Ragabi's like, "I made this work once before." Something. She has a
Right.
line like
She's
that,
done it once
right?
before or something.
And then you hear in the background, "Hey kids, what's for dinner?" Irv reintegrated walks out. MCU post credit.
I feel like I just read a Blu-ray Angel tweet.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. I'm telling you.
I don't think it is. This doesn't feel like a show that's
It's
gonna do
happen.
that.
It's gonna happen. He is going to reintegrate, or he's gonna die for real. Lumen could kill him for real. Here's a question:
Maybe Seth has to do it.
if he does, no, but Seth will betray because. But I think, does Irv know he's been like? Did he prepare? Did he know Bert was suspicious and prepare? Because in season 1, all of those documents are tucked away in a pocket. Now they're right front and center. Radar's gone. Where's his dog at? Didn't kill him because He's alive.
Maybe he was at the dog park.
But did he set that up? Did he look out of here? I got
Maybe,
documents. So they see what I want them to see. They don't know how far ahead of them I am.
or maybe radar is severed,
That would be awesome.
and it was at Lumen
That
when
would
the
be
guy
great.
went in.
He was at work.
Yeah, he thinks it's a cat.
And if he if he's been talking to Cobell on the phone, which is what I'm starting to lean towards, or Milchick, then you would know that Drummond was maybe because of the connection. Heard it. No, he set it up so they know just what he. And Milchick was like, Urini is a friend of mine. But anyway, that's my severance theory
That's
time.
Emmett's severance
the
theory
week.
segment.
Just watch this space for when Irv comes out of the shadows and says, "Hey kids, what's for dinner?"
Yeah, watch this space for the MCU post-credit scene ending to Severance season 2. Watch this space.
Watch this space. So should we do quick Oscar prediction?
Quick Oscar prediction. We'll just hit the big ones, not the below-the-line ones. And
Okay.
then I think next week we'll. I don't know if there's anything big that comes out next week, so we can do Oscar. recap
Yeah, we could probably
stuff.
just do.
Oscar recap stuff
News.
and some news, or if there's something that comes out that we both do that.
Yeah, or we could just stick to White Lotus 7. TV
White Lotus.
Corner episode special.
Dang, TV episode.
TV episode. I feel like there might be.
Four corners.
All right, Oscar stuff.
Oscars.
Do you know it all?
I think I've got most of it. So we'll do the 4 acting ones and
Okay.
Best Picture, and like director.
We doing
and
predictions or hopes or both?
both.
Okay.
Both. We'll run through it. So we'll do Best Picture last.
Okay.
So we'll start with Best Director. Who are you hoping for? Who do you think it'll be? Brady Corbet, Corley Farja,
Yeah.
Sean Baker, Jacques Audier, right? And then James Mangold for Complete Unknown.
I think it'll be either Baker or Corbett. I'm hoping Corley. I think that'd be awesome.
Right.
I'm really hoping for, and I do
Forgot
think
you're like the
there's-
biggest
I'm
Substance fan.
I
in
am.
the world.
But I do think there's a shot she wins.
I think there's an outside shot. I do think that it's either Baker or Corbet,
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I hope it's Baker. I'm gonna
Yeah.
predict and I'm gonna hope for Baker.
I think I'd prefer Baker just personally, but I feel like Corbett is like The Brutalist is such a like thing that I'm like fair enough.
Right.
You know, I prefer Nora more.
I can see that, but also it's just so like because Honora, I mean, Brutalist does feel like Freddie Corbet was all over it as well.
Yeah.
But Baker, like just the fact that he like he wrote, directed, and edited it. I feel like that might.
That's
I know
true.
there's a separate editing category which he might win for.
Yeah.
That, but just the fact that like that is like Sean Baker
Through
all
and
over,
through.
which is, like
Yeah, definitely.
director.
I think it'll be Corbet, or Baker. It'll probably be Corbet. I'm hoping.
Right. So two predictions there.
Yep.
We'll see who has more. This will be interesting. I think.
As supporting actor.
A
you wanna do?
supporting actor or actress? I mean, either way, I feel like neither of these are a competition.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
Zoe Saldana and Kira.
Yeah. Although, Zoe Saldana is gonna win. Like she's
Yeah.
won everything. I'm still thinking Ariana Grande wins it somehow.
I don't think so.
I'm hoping she wins it, but I also think there's like this shot that she ends up taking it in like a huge upset
Right.
because Zoe Saldana.
If I had my pick for both these, for Best Actress, I would put Monica Barbaro for Complete Unknown. I think that she's like electric in that.
And I like that she's dating.
Yeah. I mean, but like she comes in and like kind of steals the show every time she's on the screen. Like I mean, I think Timothée Chalamet is obviously, but like whenever she's on screen, I'm like, because I haven't seen her before, so it was like, who is this person?
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that she learned to sing for it as well and sounds like incredible is just a real feat. Also, another beef I have. So, a lot of beef,
Beef.
today from my side, but these supporting actors or actor and actress is like the definition of category fraud.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're both. Zoe Saldana is basically the lead. She's not the titular character of Amelia Perez.
Yeah, but she has more screen.
But she is like the whole movie is like basically follows her perspective.
Yeah, that's where like I think there's a lot of talk about like Kieran Culkin, which I get because he has a lot of screen time, but he has less screen time than Jesse Eisenberg, and he's through
Right.
the character. Like you see him almost exclusively through Jesse Eisenberg's
Right.
character. So
Right.
I understand that more.
I'm less so
Zoe
on that.
Saldana,
Zoe
though,
Saldana is straight
It's
up
kind of
category fraud.
outrageous.
Kieran Culkin, I also think could be because I mean it basically is a co-lead. But I do get what you're saying though, where it is Jesse's.
Yeah, I just think if you have more screen time, you can't be so.
Yeah.
Which Zoe
If
Saldana
you have the most
has.
screen time in a movie, you
like,
are the lead. You're
what are
leading.
we doing?
It's just silly. The fact that because it's not named after her, she's able to
like
campaign for that. Just kind of silly. Because then, I mean, if she's in lead, then that puts Margaret Qualley, I think, in that, and I think that that's deserving. I think Margaret Qualley should have got nominated for sure.
I agree. And then like it's just hard to have Isabella Rossellini and Zoe Saldana in the same category because Zoe Saldana has an hour of screen time. I
don't get. Again, I think the Isabella Rossellini nomination is just like, oh well, you've had such a great career because this is her first nomination.
Yeah,
So it's like I think like she's done so much incredible stuff that they're like, okay, like here you go, and she's like a legend.
I just think she's
good.
Really, yeah, but that's how it should be.
I mean, it should, but like I don't think that you have to be just being in one or two scenes. How much of an impact can you really have? And it wasn't like I didn't watch Conclave and I wasn't leaving there going like, wow, Isabella Rossellini really stole the show in her two scenes. Like she had one kind of monologue, and I was like,
yeah, but I think it's a really good monologue.
Pretty good.
I just think it's unfair to her to have her in a category with Ariana Grande and Zoe Saldana.
Yeah,
who have like so much.
Yeah, it is a little ridiculous. But I mean, Kieran Culkin is gonna win. I like Kieran Culkin. Succession is probably my favorite TV show ever, so I'm so happy seeing Kendall and Roman Roy both nominated.
I would not mind a Jeremy Strong win, but it's going to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Jeremy Strong.
I think Jeremy Strong is.
I got to see The Apprentice.
Like what he does. I'm glad I saw it when I did because gun to my head, I do not want to watch any movie like that right now. But he's really, really, really good. What he does in that is like.
I've heard he's like. Great.
Yeah, I think he's probably better than Sebastian Stan.
I think Sebastian Stan. I mean, I haven't seen The Apprentice, obviously, but I feel like I thought he should have been nominated for Different Man.
Yeah,
I think him in that is like really spectacular.
Yeah, I think he's really good in The Apprentice. Like
it's just crazy that he had two like Oscar nomination worthy movies.
It really, and I think I was reading. I forget when this came out or what it even most of the words involved, but like because he was in. Like A Different Man got votes and The Apprentice got votes, so like there was a
chance he could have missed out because it's
that's what it was.
He could have split his own votes
to the point where he doesn't.
Yeah, but I guess everybody was kind of consensus that him as Donald Trump was better.
Yeah,
but I would love it's going to be Kieran Culkin, but if it was up to me, because I would make Kieran Culkin go into lead of that.
Yeah,
I would love if Urasov won.
Yeah, he'd be.
He's so
another.
Good.
He is like the true supporting role. Like,
yeah, because when you watch the movie, you're like, oh, this is like random background goon character, and then like he is like part of the like emotional climax of the movie.
Yeah, he really ties that.
He plays such an important role. Yeah,
I gotta rewatch it.
And I don't know if you watched the SAG Awards tonight. Had a part where Mikey Madison, Mark Edelstein, and Borisov were on stage, like introduced like a clip from or whatever. And on the like teleprompter, it said like playback for when the video started, and like he wasn't speaking, like it wasn't his turn. Cause there's also Kumail Nanjiani was presenting, and then he said playback as well. But Borisov, like he like lifted the mic up and he goes playback. And I was like, I love this guy.
That's awesome. I would like to see him win. This is a pretty strong category, honestly, because Guy Pearce is really great.
Guy Pearce is incredible.
He is really.
I don't know if this is a hot take. I think if there is an acting Oscar to go out for The Brutalist, I feel like it should be
100%. I think he's the best in that.
Yeah.
I think everyone's good in it.
And I found it very intellectually stimulating.
Yeah, that's so true.
He's so good in it. Like he just chews up every scene.
Okay, so to recap, Best Supporting Actor, I want Yeah, Kieran Culkin. I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
I'll give it to Kieran Culkin. One, and he's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say want Kieran Culkin, predicting Kieran Culkin with a special shout out to your Bertha.
Yeah, same. And with a special shout out to Joe Drog. And just go with
and a special shout out to everyone nominated.
except Edward Norton. No offense, Edward Norton.
Yeah, he was all right.
Best supporting actress. I think Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
I want Ariana Grande. I think she's got a narrow path.
I see a narrow path.
Yeah.
She's got to become a Harkonnen. But yeah, I'm predicting Zoe Saldana. Preference would
On to best actor.
be best actor. Now this one is. Can we do best actress first? Actually, because I feel like that one is not a race anymore.
Yeah. Obviously, Carla Sofia Gascon.
I mean, after those tweets, how can she not? But this is so obviously Demi Moore. I mean, she swept like every award except BAFTA. Mikey Madison did win BAFTA.
And didn't Fernanda Torres win?
She won a Golden Globe, but that's because it was split.
Yeah.
But Demi Moore won over Mikey Madison.
The race is between Demi Moore and Mikey Madison.
It's not much of a race.
Towards
Which, again, I think Demi Moore is good in the substance. I think it's awesome that she got nominated. I think it should have stopped there. I know you disagree.
I do.
You're a big Demi Moore substance fan, but
I think she's really good in this.
It's just, to me, the fact that Honora is like one of the favorites to win Best Picture, and the entire movie is like reliant on Mikey Madison's performance.
Yeah, I get it.
Like without that, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or it's like if Demi Moore was like just okay. Like if Mikey Madison was just okay, The Brutalist like fundamentally doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree.
Or not
Mikey
The Brutalist.
Madison was just.
Honora just fundamentally doesn't work if Mikey Madison's like
definitely.
just okay. But in the substance, like if Demi Moore is like just okay, like I feel like Margaret Qualley's performance, and it's still, I feel like it still would be just as good. It still would be good,
but I don't think it's as.
I don't know. To me, I feel like it's like she's fine, but like she's good, but it's like. Is it the best performance of the year to me?
I think it's up there.
I think Mikey Madison is just so like incredible in Honora.
I think Mikey Madison's really, really. I also think Demi Moore is really, really good in the substance. Like I'm happy either way. I think they both deserve it.
Yeah, I mean,
think they're both.
I'm gonna predict Demi Moore just because she's won like basically everything.
Yeah.
But if it was up to me, Mikey Madison would have won as soon as Honora came out.
Respect that. I'm predicting Demi Moore. I'm hoping for Carla Sofia. Never gets old. I'm all in on Demi Moore. Cynthia Erivo would be fun just to see like after everyone being so convinced because of how the award season has gone, just to get like a
real shock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want one real
like
shock.
Like a real Jamie Lee Curtis moment.
Exactly. And I'm good segue to Best Actor where I am all in Coleman Domingo.
Yeah, you've been on this train.
I have been on this train. I really want him to win, but I also think he's going to.
I think it's just such a two-horse race.
It is. It definitely is. But I've deluded myself into fully accepting this is the upset of the night. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen.
I think, this is the most open of all the acting races.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there is like I feel like to me it's like 90% Demi Moore and Best Actress, 10% Mikey Madison.
Yeah, like there's
9% and 1% someone else.
Yeah, she still has a shot.
But like, for this one, I feel like this is like the closest to 50-50 have.
Yeah, and any of these people, I'm happy with them winning. I think they're all really good.
Yeah, I think they're all good.
Whereas, like, I don't know if
I just think I want Timothée Chalamet to have an Oscar.
That's fair.
I don't even think that this is like my favorite Timothée Chalamet performance of the year.
If he was nominated for Dune 2, I'd be with you. Yeah. I'd be all in Timmy.
If he should have been, man. He should have been double nominated.
I just watched that the other day. He should have been nominated.
It's so good.
That's the second time I've watched it this year.
It's incredible.
February.
I watched it 5 times last year.
Respect.
It's so good.
It's incredible.
But like, I think he is so good in A Complete Unknown too, because like, after like 5 minutes of being like, oh, he's doing a Bob Dylan impression, you're like, oh, like this is just like incredible. And like the fact that like he worked for like 5 years to like learn to play guitar and to sing, and having to sing like one of the most famous musicians like songs and have to kind of live up to that, and then doing it and kind of exceeding what most people expected is just like
it is
insane. Like Adrian Brody is like, it's like a couple hand jobs and is sad a little bit.
He's good.
No, he is good. He is good.
I still haven't seen A Complete Unknown, but I would like Timmy to win just because I like him.
Yeah, I want Timmy to win, and I'm gonna be optimistic and predict Timmy.
Nice.
Well.
I'm with you. I'm gonna be optimistic and predict Coleman Domingo.
Okay.
I want him to win.
It's very optimistic.
And it's very optimistic, but I see it happening.
Yeah.
I do, and I think that's what's fun.
You know what? This is gonna be a hot take. I think where Coleman Domingo wins an Oscar, I think what if he gets it next year for Best Director?
Oh,
Because he's directing a movie with I think it's Sydney Sweeney and David Johnson.
that would rock.
So
Is it his debut?
it's his debut.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know if anybody's ever won an Oscar for
Yeah, I was
Best
gonna
Directing
say,
for their debut, but
Since
I just remember
Jesse
that
Eisenberg wasn't nominated and a real
yeah,
nominated.
he wasn't. But he was nominated for Best Screen.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm drinking the copium. I well, hey, and this isn't just because Coleman Domingo retweeted my tweet one time when I said
Really?
he's gonna win. Yep, right after I saw Sing Sing, tweeted
Wow.
Coleman Domingo Best Actor. So
Okay.
I might be a little.
Dang. All right. So since your boys,
Yeah, he's
invite him on the
practically
pod.
my best. I'll reach out
After he
for
wins
sure.
the Oscar.
I'll see him
we'll interview
tomorrow, and then I'll.
Yeah, yeah.
when we have our weekly.
Right. You guys play bingo every week.
Yeah, we play bingo every
Yeah.
Tuesday.
It's true.
Half price bingo. Under Best Picture.
On to the big one.
So awesome.
It would be awesome. I would love it. Dune Part 2 is my favorite movie of last year, but it's got no shit.
I want it though.
I want it too, but the fact it wasn't nominated for Best Directing,
That is
It's
insane.
crazy.
Like it really is insane.
it's crazy. The fact that that criminal was nominated for making Amelia Perez
Oh yeah.
over Denis Villeneuve.
We didn't talk about Sebastian. Where
We didn't talk about Sebastian Stan.
I think there's a world where like the Academy picks Sebastian Stan just because of the
Right.
like I think, and I not that he doesn't deserve it because I think he
Right,
absolutely
right.
does. I think he's so good in The Apprentice, and it's so easy to do like a Trump impression that they do on like SNL.
Yeah.
But what he does with his like mannerisms and his voice, it's like subtle and it's genuinely so good.
Also, another bit of news that came out was the director of The Apprentice is
Oh, yeah.
apparently a real crook,
Yeah,
real
apparently
bad guy. He was like he groped an actress at like a dinner or
I
something,
think actor,
or actor.
but apparently I don't know. I'm not going to defend.
I was gonna say, wow, back-to-back
No,
weeks.
I'm not doing that. But I saw that it was like overblown.
Hey man, if you want to get on the record,
No,
and
I don't want to say it. I
you
was
did
just,
nothing wrong.
No, I'm not saying he did nothing wrong. I read that it was. I think it was one of the people in The Apprentice, and slapped their ass. I was like, "Good job."
Probably like Jeremy Strong.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was like. I don't know if he meant to.
Whatever.
We're gonna just.
But that came out, and people were like, "You made a whole movie about how
Yeah.
this
No,
guy
it's
is like gross for
it's
like."
yeah,
Then you do
and
something.
it's like such a major part of the movie.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I think Sebastian Stan is wickedly talented.
He is. I would love. Oh, I have to say, I think it's incredible. Adam Pearson should be nominated for Best Supporting.
Yeah,
Get
he was
Edward
really
Norton
good.
out of there. Get anyone out of there and put him in. I think it genuinely upsets me that he was.
Hmm.
It
I
really
think he
does.
should have been. He was really good.
He was so.
But I
good.
also, since I'm like this dude, Bill,
Mm,
Austin Butler, get him in there
Really?
over Edward Norton.
Interesting.
I mean, Austin Butler.
He's good.
He comes in
He
and
is
he
really
shifts
good.
the whole movie.
If I was gonna do one Dune 2 nomination that wasn't Timothy, I think she's real. Would I kick out?
Best supporting actresses. Ariana Grande, Monica Barbaro.
Because Isabella
Zoe
Rossellini after I was just
Yeah, yeah.
defending her. No,
That's
but
true.
I'd rather have Margaret Qualley in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's so deep.
That's
But yeah, best picture. I would love it to be Dune 2. If it was up to me, I'd pick Dune 2. But I'm gonna be optimistic again and predict Anora. Because I was like between Anora and The Brutalist before I
Yeah.
saw The Brutalist. Because I was like, a 3-hour movie, I'm all about it. About a guy who an architecture.
yeah, that's
Or an architect.
architecture.
About an architecture. Kind of. He's building one thing the whole time. But I was kind of into it, and after the first half, during the intermission, I was like, this might be the one. And after the second half,
Yeah.
I was like, it did not work for me in the second
with
half.
you.
So I'm like, all right, all of my chips are in the Enora
Yeah.
pile now.
I don't think it should. I think Substance.
Right. Well, you were saying earlier, too, before we got on the mics, you said you hope Amelia Perez wins.
Yeah, I did. I did say that.
You said if they're going to be too much of too cowardly to give Carla her Oscar that she
well-deserved
deserves,
Oscar.
then you said they should at least give Amelia Perez Best Picture.
That's true. That's very true. I do say that quite a bit. It's practically all I say.
You said it, I think 3 times a day for the past week.
I think so. I have to take.
Sorry.
No. I watched it and I didn't like it, but then the tweets came out and I was like, oh, I think this deserves.
Wait, actually,
I gave it a rewatch. I gave it a rewatch with that in mind, and I thought it was really special.
Like, wait a minute, these songs actually bang. Penis to vagina.
Okay. I want the Substance. I think there's a shot it is a Substance, as unlikely as it is. I'd also want Dune Part 2. I think Conclave, is what takes it. Yeah.
I think it can just because it's like, it's not going to be like, I don't think it'll be first on too many ballots, but I think it'll be like second or third on a lot.
And I don't think it's going to win any other.
Right.
Not that really matters, but I think that's like the one although it might take like adapted.
Well, what else is in adapted screenplay? That's the one that has a complete unknown.
A complete unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing.
I think they give that to either Sing or Nickel Boys.
I would love for them to give.
Honestly, I think they might give it to Sing Sing just because Nickel Boys got a Best Picture nom. But Nickel Boys is really good.
I haven't seen.
It's really good.
How is September 5 not a real world event?
Yeah, but I guess it's not based off of like other source material.
Is Sing Sing based off?
It may have been like a book or a play already, but September 5 is. I did not like September 5.
Substance is winning Best Original.
Well, what else is up for
Nora Brutalist Real. I think the
I don't know.
Dude, it's just so cool that the Substance is nominated for all this stuff.
Cool.
As like a crazy out there horror.
Yeah.
I
don't think it's going to mean anything going forward for horror though. I think that this is like an exception to the rule. Just because it had like such huge like genuine like momentum behind it. That I feel like they couldn't ignore it.
I think it could mean a little bit. I think it could mean something. So. I think it could. I mean,
like, is this going to open the door for like next year a horror performance get nominated? No.
I don't think they'll. Yeah.
Like they nominated Demi Moore, but like the fact they didn't also nominate Margaret Qualley.
Oh yeah, like she won or she was nominated for Golden Globes. Like she was nominated for.
Right, she was nominated for a lot.
Ours. I think what was.
Again, she was nominated for this. She wasn't nominated for like a normal horror movie. This is like.
I think horror's gaining a little.
There's been other horror movies that have like won awards in the
Only
past.
2.
Right, but like the one in hasn't really changed anything.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Like Godzilla -1 won Best VFX. Alien nominated.
I feel like that's more like action. I mean, it is like
the genre
monster,
is horror.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more like. And Godzilla's like a cinematic legend. But like Nosferatu's nominated for cinematography. Alien's nominated Best VFX. Probably other things. Whatever. I think it's cool.
Better Man nominated for Best VFX.
True. I would like to see a Better Man win, but it's not going to. It shouldn't
because
it's one
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is also there.
Same
so it's
company
like,
either way. So
if you're going to give it to a monkey movie, you give it to the one with more monkey.
Yeah, definitely.
That movie was pretty. I forget it comes out a lot.
Yeah, I really love those. Or not? Well, I actually like all of them. I binged all of them. I love the Planet of the Apes. I was a little disappointed, but I gave it like a 3.
Like, I think it was fine. But
I think it does a lot of setting up for like future ones, which will hopefully make it more worth it.
It's gonna be like Narnia. There's 8 new ones.
Exactly.
There's a lot of old Planet of the Apes.
There's so many, and they're so good and so fun and whimsical. You'd probably hate them because there's monkeys in it.
No, not true. I saw the first one and I was like, this is all right. This is good.
Yeah. It's the third or the fourth. Escape from the Planet of
Is
the
that
Apes.
the one where they like time travel?
Yeah, it's the two apes from the can't think of their names. Cecilius and the girl ape. I can't think of her name,
Lady
but they go back
Cecilius.
in time to Earth, and it's
Mm.
awesome. It's awesome. Anyway, I'm kind of going. So, best picture.
Best picture.
I think. What did I say?
You said
I hope Substance. I think Substance. Actually, I'm going all in. Right?
I
right?
don't
Is that
know.
what I think?
I don't know. I don't know what you think. I can't tell you that.
Yeah, I think I'm all in on Substance.
All right. So we've got. I'm predicting Anora and would like Dune, but I think it'll be Anora. I'm gonna be optimistic.
Next week when the Substance sweeps and we're talking,
Oh
I'll
man.
be like, do it.
I'll be like,
gonna happen.
well, at least Carla won her Oscar.
Think of the guy that said Jamie Lee Curtis. Everyone was like, "You fool."
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, did you see real quick before we go? There was a thing came out because the anonymous Oscar ballots always come out,
yeah,
and there was a. Also, that's another reason why I think there's a chance Mikey Madison, because a lot of people are kind of split between Demi Moore or Fernando Torres.
oh, whereas Mike,
Where if they're voting for Mikey Madison, they're
yeah,
split it. But there was one that came out and they said that they were one of the people that voted for Jamie Curtis to win.
They
Won.
deeply regret it.
They deeply regret it, and their wife constantly reminds them of it. Like every time they filled it out since then, their wife is like, "Remember when you gave Jamie Lee Curtis an
That's
Oscar?"
awesome. Oh
Yeah.
my God, we have to find that person. Give him an award. Give
give
their
her-
wife
give their
an award.
wife
Yeah,
an
that's what I
award, yeah.
mean. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I guess on that note, we will see you next
Yeah.
week when hopefully there's another Jamie Lee Curtis
Yeah,
level disaster.
I want at least one shock.
I think there'll be something that shocking.
Yeah.
I think you could be right. I think it could be Conclave
I think. That's what I was
or a
thinking.
complete unknown.
I think I want Substance. I think Conclave. I don't even like. I want a bigger shot. I want like Carla Sofia Gascon, but like that level.
I think we didn't talk about it really, but I think Fernanda Torres could
Hmm.
also be, because I don't know if you've seen
I have not. in
incredible
theaters?
movie. It was in theaters for a little bit. Might be like one. I mean, AMC is doing the like.
That's true.
Want to get in on that?
That's true, but they're not showing my favorite Amelia Perez. So what's the
Oh.
point?
Are they really not? It's not
No, 'cause
going
it's
in theaters?
Netflix.
Yeah, but they couldn't even get it for like that. That's crazy.
The only one not in
I
there.
never noticed that. I've looked at
Yeah.
that like 10.
Are you going?
God no, I've seen them all already. So
Fair.
I'm like,
I only need to see like
I thought about maybe
popping in
to see Dune 2 again in
That's
theaters.
kind of.
Because like that's
Is it
like
IMAX?
just a normal theater. So then I was like, maybe not. But
Yeah.
anyway, I think Fernanda Torres is really good, and the voting body of the Oscars now is like much. And since the Golden Globes is like
Yeah, I was
even
gonna
more
say she did.
international, Golden Globe for that.
She definitely has some momentum.
And Brazilians love to support Brazil as much as they can. Come to Brazil, Fernanda Torres. Come to winning an Oscar. I don't know. We'll
Hell
see.
yeah.
But I think
I'm excited.
she could also sneak in there and take it, and that would be kind
Yeah.
of.
I'm gonna make some fun Oscars themed food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, forget what
Like
I.
what?
I don't know. Last year there was.
The substance shots.
Oh yeah, like Jello shots.
Yeah. You have to like inject them.
Yeah. It's in a syringe. I forget what we did last year with
Honora pigs in a blanket.
pigs in a blanket with like
The brutalist buffalo chicken dip.
a. There's something there. I just can't.
It's like
think of
filled in a
anything.
concrete bowl.
I can't think of it, but there's fun options.
Amelia Perez nacho. Boys burgers.
I can't think of anything, but there's some funny options. I just can't think of any of them. Like you mad a salad.
Wickedly yummy potato salad.
That's good. That's good. Something with wicked, like Ariana nachos.
Ariana Grande Nachos Supreme. Just order them from Taco Bell.
Me more food, please. All right, on that
A
note.
complete unknown 7-layer dip.
That's good.
What are all the layers? No one knows.
All right. On that note.
On that note,
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Oscars are Sunday at 7 or 8.
Yeah, very excited. Very excited.
Very excited.
I'll let you all know what food I ended up with
Yeah.
next week.
We'll see if it's the Ariana Grande nachos or the Demi Moore food.
Please.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Yes, thank you for being here. Hopefully the audio's all good for once. No issues whatsoever, knock on wood.
We'll see.
Sorry for the left ear talk
Yeah.
list.
Or you're welcome if you're into that kind of thing.
You know, a little ASMR action mid-podcast.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Yes, please.
Add it on Spotify if that's
Oh,
your
yeah,
kind
follow
of
on
vibe.
Spotify. Gotta say, only one of you have followed on Spotify. It's crazy work. We gotta bump those. I didn't even know you can follow on
But
Spotify.
that one person was Coleman Domingo, your friend.
That's true. That was my good personal friend, Coleman Domingo. There's a food thing that
Coleslaw Domingo. Ew.
I don't even like coleslaw. All right, before we do this, thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.
Sebastian Stan Burritos.